Now it's time to put on your bicycle clips as I run down my top 5 scariest games of all time. At number 5, it's the original Resident Evil. Despite all the shots of doors opening and the wonky dialogue, the game had some genuine moments that would make you jump and almost drop your controller. The main scare, of course, being those zombie dogs bursting through the windows of the mansion corridor. This is the first time we'd seen horrible graphics like this on the PS1, and encountering that zombie feasting on someone's flesh at the beginning of the game was also a moment to make your skin crawl. It's an oldie, but that's why it makes number 5. At number 4, it's Silent Hill 4, The Room. It was a toss-up between this and the ever so creepy Silent Hill 2, but this one just edges it for me thanks to the fact that your safe room that you use as a sanctuary to save eventually gets taken over by things that crawl out of the wall and come at you. It's genuinely the stuff of nightmares. Also, don't take the doll from the guy on the stairs, or dolls' faces appear on the wall which drain your energy and cry and wail. Proper scary, and a game that still haunts you when you've gone to bed yourself and turn the lights out. Creepy. Taking the number 3 spot is the original Fear on the PC. At first it plays like a standard first-person shooter, but you soon realise it's much more than this when the creepy vision of the ghost child Alma pops up and the corridors you're running down soon begin to be set on fire. It's also full of jumps which, from the first-person perspective, really put you on edge and give you sweaty palms throughout the entire game. The scares were watered down in subsequent games, which is why the original game in the series makes it into my chart. At number 2, it's Sega's tramp fighting simulator, Condemned. Okay, it's not quite that, but you do play as an alcoholic detective who's gone off the rails, who seems to have all sorts of problems, not only with people wanting to cave his head in with steel pipes, but also strange biomechanical things that make you jump a mile when you close the bathroom cabinet. It's visceral, jumpy as hell, and that moment when you inspect the body in the locker literally made me yelp. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just play it, but I do warn you, it may age you about 5 years. And taking the number 1 spot, it's the sci-fi survival horror game Dead Space. I wasn't expecting much from this game when I played it because it didn't receive much hype. However, when I was thrust onto a stricken vessel in space with necromorphs leaping out at me left, right and centre, I lost the grip on my controller thanks to all the sweat I was producing. Claustrophobic, jumpy and downright unpleasant. It's true that in space no one can hear you scream, but can they hear you from the flat next door? Well, that completes my list of the top 5 scariest games of all time. If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to argue about it in the comments section below.
GamesReset.com